The fetid air hangs limp and clammy about you as you stalk up the incline. Gravel crumbles and slips under the pads of your feet, but your claws dig in for purchase, keeping you upright even as the earth itself reveals its unwillingness to bear you up this slope. Days and weeks had passed since you parted ways with the others. With no other recourse left to you all, with the shadow scourge spreading its tainted tendrils and choking the life out of every plant and person it could touch, your order was forced to rely on a rumor. A story told to children at bedtime was, in these rapidly darkening days, the last hope of your world, however faint a one. There was some debate about who would make the journey. It would have to be alone, for whispers of Rynthia were consistent in only one way. There was but one wish the mystic maze had to give to the worthy, and only one. And so it was that you volunteered and were agreed to go, to chase tale after tale about an entrance that was at one moment a gate of glimmering sunlight, at another a stairway to the stars, and everything in between. The latest of these rumors felt right, though. The further you trudge up the mountains, the more you cut through the dying, spiny brambles of this place in the darkness, the more sure you feel. The gentle, pulsing light from your totem seemed to grow stronger the higher up you went. Perhaps, if not the powers that be, Sah'Shad was urging you in the right direction, wherever she was. The brambles seem to possess an inexorable will of their own the higher up you go. Their spines press in, tearing at your fur and catching your tail with alarming frequency. But you press onward, cutting your way through. These plants were barely that anymore. The shadow scourge had ruined them long ago. As you look up, you catch a hint of silver above through a gap in the thorns. Starlight? You must be near the peak then. Renewed by the idea, you begin to hurry your pace, and it's then that the earth itself seems to lose its grip upon you. A thunderous rumble fills your ears, and you become momentarily weightless as thorns, stones, and dark envelop you and carry you downward. The thorns slash and pierce at you like 1,000 tiny daggers as you tumble, ripping fur and flesh alike until hard earth comes up to meet you again. Dazed and battered, you climb to your feet and look around. The soft, pulsing glimmer of your treasure is distant, muted. And with sudden horror, you realize it's no longer about your neck. Scrambling toward the light's direction, you force yourself to skid to a halt, lest you fall into the dark waters of a pool in this cavern you seem to have fallen into. But there, winking up at you from somewhere deep in the pool, is the pendant. Somewhere, in the back of your mind, you hear her voice. I am here, Father. Drawing in your breath, you dive into the dark and swing toward that precious point of light.